This is Solo P1. Welcome to the Money in the Bank review. It's a live review. It was an amazing show, in my opinion. I weren't expecting that last part, put it that way. I thought this guy was never going to get beat. I thought he should have got beat. I thought he should have got beat at WrestleMania, but that didn't happen. But he got beat here. I know it was a tag team, but he still got pinned. First time he's been pinned in 3.5 years. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso did it. Some people are gonna say, you know, are they gonna push Jey Uso now? I don't know. Some people are saying they're gonna push Solo. I don't know. I know Cody is gonna join. Eventually, he's gonna get his rematch because he didn't get his rematch for the title. They'll probably leave that to WrestleMania. But today, I'm joined with Toto Abba. There you go, Toto. I know the hay fever's killing me as well. My eyes and my nose.
Oh no, man.
I just gotta get on with it because that's what we do. We do over here. We keep going, you know? No matter what, we keep going. I've been doing this longer than a lot of people. Keep going. So. Hold on. We're gonna go and get some tissue or something.
No, I'm good. I'll get through.
Okay. Right. Now, I'm not going to ask you about the matches. I'm going to go over that in a minute. I'm just going to ask you the overall pay-per-view. What do you think of the overall pay-per-view? Because I'm going to put a poll in the chat now, and I've put it, did you enjoy the 2023 Money in the Bank pay-per-view? So that poll's in the chat now. It didn't clear for some reason. The poll's not working. So there you go.
Well, what I think about the pay-per-view is I think the opening match was good, and I think the 2 Money in the Bank matches are good. The Roman Reigns match was good towards the end. It was slow in the beginning, but good towards the end. But I think overall, the Money in the Bank weren't the best, but it was a really good pay-per-view. I think it's one of the best this year, the pay-per-view. And it's in London, and the crowd was popping. And as I say, outside in America, London's the best crowd and it's the best
UK.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it's true. So you saw that today. The crowd was on their feet. The crowd actually cared. Not like when you go on the normal Raw and SmackDown, the crowd's just dead.
I know.
When you go to the UK, the crowd are popping and they're up. Look at the pop they did for LA Knight. Flipping out.
Oh no.
It's just...
I'm just putting a poll up.
You can see the fans actually cared. So look, what I thought about over pay-per-view, it's a wicked pay-per-view. Best in the past years. It was a really good pay-per-view. Some people think, some people might say, yeah, it's not the best pay-per-view, you know. But look, in my opinion, you got to respect someone's opinion. In my opinion, I think it was not one of the best in the world.
Breaking up.
One of this year.
What did you say? You're breaking up?
Think of it.
Anyway,
No, I'm saying that. This year.
I can't hear you. Breaking up.
Is it better?
A little bit, yeah.
Is it better?
You just broke up, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed the pay-per-view. I wasn't expecting. Look, it's in the UK, okay? Let me just turn this music down a bit. It's in the UK. You know, when they come to the UK, they have it. It was the same when I went to Wales. They went to Wales and they smashed it in Wales. I remember listening to a few content creators from the WWE content creators. They don't work for the WWE. They just got big YouTubers. And one of them is JD from New York. I remember listening to JD from New York, and he says that was probably the best pay-per-view he's seen in a decade. He said that the UK audience are absolutely spot on. They are crazy. They are the best audience for a pay-per-view. And I remember him saying it. And it makes you proud to be British, you know. It makes you proud to be British. They've come over here. Big WWE. They've come over here. They know the biggest audience outside of the US is the UK. It's been like that for many years. I think third place is India and fourth is China. I know they want to go to China. They've been dying to try and break that Chinese audience for a long time. But they love the UK. They're our brothers, man, from over the pond. That's what we call them, and vice versa. But it was an amazing pay-per-view. I enjoyed it all the way through. Even I like how they got the first match in. The men's Money in the Bank. I thought that kicked off the show. That made the audience step up. It brought life to the audience. Because imagine if they would have started with a match like the tag team match with the Ronda Rousey one. Imagine if they would have started a pay-per-view with the Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And we'll get onto that match later. That still didn't make sense why Shayna Baszler just suddenly turned on Ronda Rousey. What was all that about? Don't get it, but it's one of them, innit? So, basically, I'm looking at these matches and I'm going to go through them with a fine-tooth comb, as we say in Britain. But I'm happy. It was a good pay-per-view. If there was a weak match, I would have said it was probably the women's tag team match. That was probably the weak one. What you reckon? If there was a weak match, that had to be. What you reckon?
Yeah, man, it's got to be, because look, the Seth Rollins one was all right.
Yeah.
But the tag team at the end is just, I just don't know what happened. No build-up, no storyline. They was getting along. Like all storyline, they was all getting along. They're working together. But all of a sudden, Shayna Baszler just turning up, which I didn't get. There was no build-up, no storyline, just out of nowhere. But look, all the matches were all right. The two Money in the Banks were good. Roman Reigns one was good.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins was good. It's just this match, it just didn't have that gist to it.
You're right, so we're going to start with that. We're not going to start off with that one. We're going to start off with the first one, which was the men's Money in the Bank, which I can try and find this picture. Here we go. The men's Money in the Bank. That is it. Where's the men's Money in the Bank? I got it here somewhere. Sorry about this. There you go. We've got the men's Money in the Bank. There's the picture for the men's Money in the Bank. Now, I think I said yesterday in this video, my pick was going to be Damian Priest. I thought LA Knight was going to win it, but I thought Damian Priest should have got it. That's what I said yesterday in the review. I said, I think LA Knight's going to win it because the crowd's popping, but I've always got this thing in my head. I know Vince doesn't. I don't think Vince likes him. I don't think he likes him because of his age. I know he's similar age to Damian Priest, but LA Knight was in the WWE years ago and he had some controversy with WWE, left, went on the Indies, came back, and I don't know. But I thought LA Knight was still going to win it, but I thought Damian Priest should win it, and Damian Priest did win it. And I thought that was an amazing match. You know what? Damian Priest. I remember when I first saw him on NXT, our first thing I thought is money. As soon as you see Damian Priest, money. And it wasn't even on, I don't think he was even on NXT that long. When they brought him up. It was a bit lost for the first year, in my opinion. He was a little lost. And then soon as they brought him into the Judgment Day, he came alive. And I know, guaranteed, I'm never gonna know. We're never gonna know. We're just WWE marks. We just critique the pay-per-views. But I guarantee when he won that world title, when he got the Money in the Bank, and I bet you when he does win the world title, because he will cash in and he will win, I guarantee he phones Edge, or if Edge is not in the building, he'll walk up to him and says thank you. Because Edge, if it weren't for Edge, maybe Damian Priest wouldn't have got this opportunity. Edge wanted the Judgment Day, and he brought in Damian Priest. He saw the potential in Damian Priest. He saw the wasted potential with Finn Balor. He saw, he saw the people that should be pushed, and he brought him into Judgment Day, and he made him. I know he didn't last long in Judgment Day, but he still built Judgment Day. Judgment Day was built on Edge. So Do you think the right guy deserved it, or did you prefer somebody else to win it? Your opinion. Go for it.
I wanted LA Knight to win, like I said, on a prediction show, but look,
Fair enough.
it's either LA Knight or Damian Priest. I don't think any of them will win. Shinsuke done it. Logan Paul, I think, just there to get the crowd going, for the moves with him and Ricochet.
Cool.
Ricochet went through the ladder to the ropes, which is crazy. That's what Ricochet does, isn't it? That must take a lot of rehearsing to do all them moves pinpoint. So him and Logan Paul doing the crazy moves. But look, it was only two people on this LA Knight and Damian Priest. Damian Priest hasn't got a push, has barely got a push, and it's time for him, And LA Knight could have got a push as well, but look, Damian Priest, he's been waiting for this for ages. Yeah. He hasn't really got the big bouts, and he haven't really got the strap on him.
No.
But now let's hope.
Do him right.
As he's got the money in the bank, let's hope he goes for like the Intercontinental or the World Heavyweight Championship.
Intercontinental. He's not going for the Intercontinental. He's not going for the.
No, it's not Intercontinental. It's either the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, he's going after Rollins.
It's either the World Heavyweight Championship or WWE title. It's either one of those.
He's going after Seth Rollins' title. I think the other title is locked to the Usos and Roman and all that. Probably Cody. He's cashing in on whoever's got the world title. Not sure who's going to get the world title. I'm not sure if Seth Rollins is going to hold it until Mania or whenever. Damian Priest is going to cash in on that world title. But at first, I can see there's a little rift brewing between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. You can see that it started a couple of weeks ago on Raw, but now you can see it's going to bubble over and something's going to happen there between them two. But personally, when I saw Shinsuke Nakamura was there as a name because people like the music, he's going to get the crowd popping. Butch is in it because it's in England. No disrespect to Butch. Butch should be an Intercontinental Champion in my opinion. He's good enough, but he needs to talk more. He can't just come out as Butch. He should have kept his original name, Keith Dunn, in my opinion, but they changed it to Butch. He was there because it was in England. And what's his name? Logan Paul, he's there for the pop. He's there to get the crowd going. He's there to get the boos from the crowd, the heat from the crowd. And LA Knight is there. LA Knight come out, yeah. And you know when LA Knight come out and he looked at the crowd and he done that like to say, listen to the crowd, I had a little feeling then they weren't going to give it him. I think that was his kind of message. And he's basically coming out and saying, look, listen to the crowd, but they're still not going to give it me. That's the opinion I got. So when I look at Ricochet and I look at Ricochet, he's there for the Ricochet's there for the spectacular moves, even though he botched the move. He botched that move, him and Logan Paul when they was on that rope. They were supposed to flick over onto the table, but you can see the struggle a bit. There was a botch. But it was a good match. Priest deserved it, in my opinion. And that's it, man. That's the end of that match. That was it. And the second match was the tag team match. That was Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Before I'm going to come to you asking you for your opinion on this, I probably know it already. But what I don't understand, what was the point of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler facing the NXT Women's Champions, beating them, supposedly merging the titles together, because I haven't seen since they won the NXT titles, I haven't seen the NXT titles on TV. So what's going on with the NXT titles? For them to lose against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, all that's doing is basically making the women's tag team champions worthless. If you want to put money, if you want to put prestige on the women's tag team titles, you have to give it to someone like Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler and let him run with it for 1 year. So you got someone chasing it for 1 year, or at least the WrestleMania. Make the titles mean something, because it seems like if someone gets the women's tag team titles, it seems like, you can have the titles for 2-3 weeks, then it's going to be someone else's. It doesn't mean nothing. It was like the same thing with the Universal title. This is why they gave the Universal title to Roman Reigns and let him run with it. Ran with it too long, but he still ran with it. The match, in my opinion, was boring. The crowd was flat. Listen, I wanted Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler to win. I like both of them. I think they're badasses. Both of them legit badasses. And to me, them two probably one of my favorite wrestlers in the WWE, female wrestlers. They're up there. And again, I was just baffled how it ended. I'm asking you what you think of the match.
Yeah, man, look, I've already explained this, but I got more to explain anyway. So look, I think the match. Yeah, big up, man, big up. But look, I think the whole match, it weren't like an instant classic. It weren't a classic. It was just a normal tag team match, in my opinion. It was going all right until the end. I think the end part just got me. It got me in the end, man, because look, it's linking onto your point about prestige in the title. It's like getting Seth. Like, you got a new World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins has got it, so he's gonna hold on for it for long. Just have like a name for it, and who's hold it the longest to see who beats that record. And the needs. I just don't understand. Liv Morgan and Raquel, I think they've won it before, innit? And now the Ronda Rousey and Shayna got it, and now they just lost it.
You know,
what's the point, really?
It seems like they was holding it for them. I just don't understand why. I get it, right? Look, Liv Morgan, I think she went to make a film. That's why she left the WWE for a while. She was making a film. But what I don't get, what baffles me, what was the point of beating the NXT Women's Champions? I don't get it. Why didn't they keep the women's title? Why didn't they keep the NXT titles on them two and then let them go down to NXT and let some women beat them? I just don't get that. I'm just confused. You know, it's one of the matches, and it's just confusing. I thought the ending.
What I think about, I know, man. It's just what I think about. Look, I'm gonna tell what I think.
We got them wrong in order. Don't worry about it. We'll do it now. No, it was the LA Knight second. This one was the third match on, so we're just doing it now in a way. The second match was Right, it was the second match. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. Go. See, it's one of the matches. I forgot about it already.
Yeah, this is the things happen, isn't it? So look, what I think about the match is long term. What I think it's gonna be. Look, if I was to give it a rating, it'll be like a 5 out of 10. I think it'll be like an average match. Nothing special. Just that at the end, it's just no sense. No, it's either Ronda's taking time off, or Ronda is could probably might get a push, go on her own, beat May go on her own for the women's title. I don't know. They're the scenarios I'm thinking of.
They're not gonna get no women's title. If they can't even, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Ronda Rousey wants a women's title. I thought that I think they should have just kept the titles on them and make them prestige. You just keep swapping. You just keep swapping. It makes the title less valuable, even less and less and less. It doesn't make it valuable. It's like worthless.
I know, man. I agree. And it's like with the Universal title. It had no meaning. But as soon as Roman Reigns took it, he's the one that's going to set the record and the benchmark.
It meant something then, because before nobody cared about the Universal title.
I know. It's like with Formula One, with like you get a lap record. That's the benchmark you have to push to beat. That's basically what it is. It's like karting. If you get while I'm mentioning racing now, but anyway, it's still the same concept. It's the benchmark.
Nah, I like Priest. I'm glad. I think Priest. Ravi says not sure what value Priest have been in the brief. I think Priest has got a lot of value. To be fair, I think him winning the briefcase. I think that was a good move for him. I think he's been there a long time now, and I think he's put the work in. And I think Matt Mans and Triple H see money in him. Anyway, on to Cody and Dum Dum. Cody Rhodes versus Dum Dum. I can't call him. You know what? I can't call him Dominic Mysterio anymore. It's got to be Dum Dum. It's got to be Dum Dum. Has to be. So look, I think out of all the matches in the pay-per-view, this was the one we knew what was going to happen. We knew what was going to happen. There's no way Cody Rhodes is going to lose against Dum Dum. This was just a filling match because Brock Lesnar's chilling in his ranch here, probably hunting someone, yamming his meat. He's not eating water, he's not eating bread, he's yamming meat. And that's what Brock Lesnar's doing now. So basically, they need someone for Cody Rhodes to go against. Now, the most hated person in the WWE is probably Dum Dum. So this is the perfect match for Cody Rhodes. I know it's not the matchup we want as Cody Rhodes fans, and I'm a Cody Rhodes fan. I know I love his music, but we need someone for him to go against him to get genuine cheers, more cheers than usual in London. So they picked Dum Dum. That's all this was. There's no way Dum Dum is going to beat Cody Rhodes. The match was boring. I like that one. I like what he says. Rabbit says, condom, I call it.
I was saying.
Anyway, con. Yeah. I know what you mean. Anyway, so what do you think of this match then, Toto?
Yeah, well, I'll just catch what Ravi is saying. Yeah, so basically, but look, I think the match, again, it's not one of the best matches. It's an okay match. Again, one thing I got to give a big shout out to the crowd. The crowd was on their feet today, man. It's like every time when Dum had the they were just booing him, just pure heated, man.
I know.
And but look, I think when the match was an okay match. I think Cody was his winner. Cody, at the end of the day, needs to get pushed. He needs to get pushed into WrestleMania to get that title off Roman Reigns, because he's looking for his rematch. And end of the day, Cody Rhodes needs to keep on winning and winning. All these pay-per-views needs to keep on winning to boost his rep up so we can go and face Roman Reigns for the title at WrestleMania. I think that's the way that, they're going. But look, the match I think was an okay match. I might give it a 6 out of 10.
Fair enough. One of them, innit? So, the surprise today was John Cena. John Cena came out after the Cody Rhodes fight. John Cena came out and basically said that the UK people, London people deserve more. As soon as he said that, I was watching it with my mate. As soon as he said that and he come out and says, "We've ignored you for too long," I knew then he was going to say there's going to be a WrestleMania coming to the UK. I knew it. I knew it was going to be the UK. And he come out and says the WrestleMania. Then Grayson Wallace came out doing his normal shtick, like he talked about on his. He says that it should come to Australia. Okay, good luck with that one. He said we're going to come to Australia. He got all these. He said the UK. Oh, it's always cold. No, not in April or May. It's not. But he always says that basically. He says he was doing his shtick and Cena was just standing there. When I saw Cena, I thought to myself it wasn't really a much of a surprise, really, because I know he was filming last week. He was filming a film in London a couple of days because some guy had it on YouTube and he had it on his TikTok, and he saw John Cena in London filming the film. He was on location in England, so it made sense if Cena was there. They were going to get someone to announce it's Cena. They still look at Cena as the biggest draw they got. Even while Roman Reigns is there, they look at Cena and I think Cena's their biggest draw. So he came back and basically announced there's going to be a WrestleMania in the UK, which I am definitely going. I know there's not one. It's not going to be next year or the year after because them dates are already penciled in. They're already confirmed, but maybe it'll be 2025. Maybe it'll be 2025. What do you reckon of that, John Cena?
Yeah, man, look, John Cena, of course, put out a good promo. And, but look, London, WrestleMania, even he said that the WrestleMania is going to be in London. So you already know the location of it. But look, it's good, man, because us fans, it's always usually based in America most of the time. It's always based in America most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's good that more are going to the UK. And man, it's good that it came out as a good surprise. And yeah, man, it lightened up the crowd. And it's good that it's coming to the UK more. Because us fans, we want more in the UK, obviously.
Yeah.
And outside America, already mentioned this, outside America, us fans are the best fan base. Even over the pond, they say.
Yeah.
You can't beat the UK fans.
We're their biggest
You can't beat
audience.
the UK fans.
No. We're the biggest when it comes financially. They're all their stuff, the t-shirts, merchandise. We're their biggest customers outside of American soil, the UK. This is what we've got, and plus, we both speak the same language. That helps, you know, when you speak the same language. And obviously, we're tied with the government as well. UK, USA, special relationship. This is the way it is. The UK and America are tied together forever. We're their biggest single trade, and we are, and vice versa. We do more trade with America than anyone they do as a single country, and America do trade with us more than anyone than a single country. So we've got that tied together. So obviously, this is a big thing for London, a big thing for the UK. And when we get a Pacific date, you know I'm getting them tickets. So basically, that's that match over. On to not the women, just done that one. The women's Money in the Bank match. Now, yesterday, when I done my review, I think it was yesterday I done my review. My prediction was Becky Lynch, but I also thought that Io Sky should win. I said Io Sky should win it, but I had a feeling that Becky Lynch was going to win this match because they kept plugging away and saying Becky Lynch she gets the pop from the crowd. Personally, I would have loved Bayley to win it, but never happened. Even Trish Stratus, whatever. But I'm watching this pay-per-view and I'm looking at Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch is going to win this. Becky Lynch will win this, but I thought Io Sky should have won it, and it worked, and it actually worked out that Io Sky did win. So I thought this was a good match. I could see in the match I was protecting Trish a little bit because Trish is not used to being in these matches. Because when Trish used to wrestle back in the day, there was no Money in the Bank for women. Her and Lita and Chyna back in the day, they set the stage for women's wrestling. But she's been out of a few years. She popped in now and again. She's in the Money in the Bank. She left, had kids, done a yoga thing, and now she's coming back for a little run. I thought when she came back at WrestleMania that it was just going to be a one-off, but she's actually come back for a run. So maybe there was a little thing that Trish was going to win it, but I thought the right person won. Io Sky deserves it. What I can't wait to see is when it's going to happen, when Io Sky and Asuka, that's what everybody's waiting for. Two Japanese girls cut from the same cloth, cut from the same country, cut from the same soil of wrestling. Them two one-on-one for the women's world title. That's how it's going to go down. And that's what I can't wait for, them two. But the match overall, it was a good match. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was a deserved winner, man. It was a deserved winner. She's been in the game for ages with NXT. She's been down there for ages with NXT World Champion. And she knows the stuff in the ring. And she knows that, the mad moves that she does.
Yeah.
Always pinpoint, always perfect. And she deserves it, man. She's been in it longer now. And Becky Lynch has already been and done it. Bayley's been and done it. And it's time for someone to step up. And that's Io Sky, man. It was a deserved winner. And the match was actually good.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this match come on before the Bro one. Did it come on before the Bro one? I think it might have, I think you had this one, then you had Bro. And after the Bro one, then you had the Finn Balor one, innit? Yeah, that's how it went. Yeah. I think that's how it went. But we're doing them anyway. I think that's how it went. But that was a women's Money in the Bank. I'm going for... Who is next? Got Bro and Gunther. Let's go for that one. Let's just take this off. Where's it gone? Hold on. Money in the Bank. Anna. Where's it gone? I can't even find the thing on it. Sorry, guys. Men's Money in the Bank. There you go. We got it on. Gunther versus Bro. I'll just call him Bro. So, this match, another predictable match. I'm not saying it wasn't a good match, but a bit of a predictable match.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Randy Orton was going to re-at his ugly face. Well, not ugly face, but I'm just saying, it's just saying that we say. I thought Randy Orton was going to probably join in because I know there's rumours of Randy Orton coming back at SummerSlam, but he might have come back here just to pop the crowd because most of the people in the WWE universe are thinking to themselves that he's going to come back at SummerSlam. So if he would have came back here, that would have been an even bigger pop. Imagine the pop that Randy Orton would have got if he would have came back at the end to help Bro.
Oh yeah, man. Look, that would improve the match because I think the match. Well, there was no botches in it. There was no botches. Just a normal match, to be honest. Not the best. Yeah. Probably one of the weak ones at the lot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Gunther's probably going to hold that for ages now, that Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Hold it for at least until WrestleMania, at least.
Yeah.
So he's going to hold that for.
It's fair.
And I think, bro, since he was doing that drug business, this is his punishment. He's got to go through all the rubbish. He's got to go through all that. And, yeah, that drug thing.
When he got suspended.
Yeah, that mashed him up. Mashed him up, man. They're out.
He's going through all the rubbish now. They're letting him earn his way back.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna hand it. They're not just gonna hand it to him on the plate. If he's come back to the WWE, basically they're gonna make him eat crap for at least 6 months before he gets any sort of title shot. So if you notice, since he's come back, right, he hasn't won a match. I don't think he's even won a match since he's come back. So he has to earn his stripes again.
He's been better than he.
Yeah. So, but overall, what do you think of the match? I thought it was average match for me. Wasn't crap, wasn't brilliant, but I'd say average.
Yeah, so I'll probably give it another 6 out of 10 again.
Right,
just nothing special.
Onto the Finn Balor match. Great match. Two probably the two best wrestlers, along with where was AJ Styles? What's going on with AJ Styles, man? He comes back, yeah. Where is he? AJ should have been on his pay-per-view, man. AJ Styles should have been on his pay-per-view. I know he's not involved in those storylines. I know he just came back. I know he came back and he come back first and lost against Seth Rollins, right? I get it. But why wasn't he on the pay-per-view? And I saw some promo the other day. It was him, the Good Brothers, and I forgot her name now. Thingy's wife, Keith Lee's wife. They said, "Oh, I accept your challenge" or something. Why didn't I have that match on this pay-per-view? I miss AJ Styles, man. AJ Styles, to me, the best 3 wrestlers in the WWE. I'd say the best 2, I'd say AJ's at the top, and underneath then Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Some people don't like Finn Balor. I'm not the biggest fan of Finn Balor, but I respect his athletic ability. I respect his ring presence. I respect his wrestling ability. You can't just, if you don't like someone, you still got to respect what they do. Just makes you silly, really.
Yeah, man. Look, Finn Balor, yeah. I'm going to tell what I think about the match first, and I'll tell what I think about Finn Balor. I just said about Finn Balor. I think he has grown me a bit because at the beginning, stupid game. I think I explained this on the prediction show as well. And at the beginning of his when I first started watching him, I had this stupid gimmick. Which I didn't like. I definitely didn't like. And when he started molding his Judgment Day, that rebuilded his rep and they actually got him up the board. And look, now he's perfect as he is now in the Judgment Day. Edge building him up. If it weren't for Edge, he probably wouldn't be there right now. But it's for Edge. That's why he's in the Judgment Day, and that's why he's building his rep. And I think, look, Finn Balor and Seth, before the match, there's a little storyline saying when Finn Balor actually won the championship, Seth Rollins walked past him and laughed in his face, and he's the one that actually got him injured. He actually got Finn Balor injured, and he had to relinquish the title. So it was a good storyline, nice build-up. That's what I like about the storyline, is a build-up to it. Not like regards to Ronda Rousey match, Shayna Baszler just turned on Ronda Rousey. No storyline, no build-up. But with this match, there's a build-up from like ages ago. The build-up from ages ago, when Seth Rollins just laughed at his face when he had a broken arm. And I think this is actually a good match. It weren't like a Rousey, mate. It was a good match, in my opinion. So, if anything, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a decent match. I'll give it that. It was a good match. Damian Priest came down and kind of interrupted. The kind of cost Finn Balor that match because he was going for the coup de grace. And for some reason, randomly, this is another thing. Was just randomly. I knew he was gonna have a feud eventually, but he randomly just jumped up out of the chair, put Finn Balor off, basically lost in the match. Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah.
And then he looked round to him and goes, "What you doing, man? What you doing? What you doing?" And they were shouting at each other and whatever, man. This this feud, I knew it was coming because it started on Raw. That was getting heated with each other on Raw last couple of weeks. I think Finn Balor's going to go with that Irish guy. You know that Irish guy that used to be on NXT? I forgot his name. And he comes down and he thinks he's hard. And he's only like a short guy. I forgot his name now, that Irish guy. He's on SmackDown now, and I saw him and Finn Balor having a conversation with each other. It makes sense, he's Irish as well. And I saw them talking to each other, but maybe that's something we're going to watch. So I'm going to look at the Usos match now. There you go. The last match of the night. That was the Usos. Roman, turn it down the TV. You got your TV on because I came and said, okay, sorry. So you got the Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, Roman and Solo versus the Usos, Civil War. So what do you think of this match?
For me, I think first place, Money in the Bank, and this match was second. It was a really, really good match. Look, it was a slow build at the beginning.
What Money in the Bank? Which one? Which match? Which Money in the Bank?
The men's one. I think the two Money in the Banks on top, men and women, and then
this match was the best.
Behind them, this match. And you can tell, man. Look, the bloodline's not over yet. You still got Solo. Look, Roman Reigns got the pin, man. I didn't expect that.
No,
I thought Solo was gonna get the pin. And Roman start blaming him and all that. You know what I mean? Like when he did with Sami Zayn, he did last. I didn't lose, he did, but he got pinned. And he never got pinned in 3 years. 3 years and a half.
3.5 years.
He never got pinned for. 3.5 years, yeah. And, but look, Usos, good performance. Roman, the Solo, good performance. And there were some times I thought Roman was going to win. You know, when he usually does the Superman punch and spear then end. And he put him into the guillotine thing, and then Jay got out. So, but look, it was a really, really good match, and I rated it highly. 2 Money in the Banks, and this match was second. And but let's see what happens on Raw on Monday, man. Let's see if Solo turns or they stay together. But look, it was a good storyline. It was fun while it lasted, and now it's time for the Bloodline to break away. And this was probably the final straw.
No, it's not.
Yeah, man, I'll rate this match highly.
I'm trying to fix
10 out of 10 I'm rating this match.
I know. Keep talking for all. Your camera's discombobulated. Can you come back on there, please? I'll keep your camera. This is discombobulated.
Yeah, well, I think the match. Yeah, I'll carry on talking.
That's all right.
Yeah, man.
Camera back.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a good match. For me, this is my favourite. I think for me, this was the top. I'm not really. I wanted this storyline to end at WrestleMania, but obviously they're going with the Usos. Everybody's talking about the main event. Jay. Is Jay going to be the one to take the title off him? I'm still going with Cody Rhodes, but there's still a lot to go. Maybe Solo needs to break away from Roman, which that'll probably be at SummerSlam. Maybe it's Solo is the one that's going to challenge Roman at SummerSlam. Everybody thinks it's going to be Jay. It might be Solo. Solo might be thinking, you know what, I've had enough of this. You think I couldn't do it? I think Roman's going to address Solo at SmackDown. Or he might even address him on Raw, I don't know, even though they're on SmackDown. Look, Roman can go anywhere he wants to. He can go on Raw or he can go on SmackDown. He's the world champion. Maybe he's going to address Solo and say, Solo, you let me down. I think Solo might hit back, and eventually Solo will take out Roman, and then that will lead up to SummerSlam. What you reckon, Toto? Toto, you still there? What do you think, Toto?
Yeah, man.
What do you think, Toto? Solo challenging Roman at SummerSlam. No, Roman and Solo. You think Roman's going to address Solo and then say, look, you didn't have my back. Where was you? Why did you have to jump onto the table? Solo might turn on him. Solo might turn on him, and then that might lead up to Solo versus Roman at SummerSlam, and that would be Solo's breakout pay-per-view on his own. What do you think?
Yeah, it's got to happen, isn't it? It's got to happen. It's got to happen. The Bloodline's going to break out one or another. The Usos just won. Now it's just Roman Reigns and Solo left. So, but look, I don't think the Usos might be evolved anymore. But let's see what happens on Raw. That's what I'm saying. Solo has got to do something, or they're going to argue
Or
because the
SmackDown.
last the match. Yeah, Raw, SmackDown, most likely
Yeah.
SmackDown in it, because that's what Roman does.
Yeah, but
He
Roman
takes as
can
much
go
time
anywhere.
as
He's a
possible.
champion.
I know. But look, end of the day, Solo, yeah, has to turn on Roman. Is that simple? So that's to turn on Roman if you want
What
this
did your
bloodline
camera
to
keep
go
going
away.
off?
If,
What did your camera keep going off, bro?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. If
Maybe
glitch
it's
probably.
sitting on your phone.
But look, yeah, I'll fix it later.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, it will be good if the lead up to SummerSlam. It's a really good idea and it's really good booking. It should happen. It should happen because the Usos out of it now.
Yeah,
Solo's the only one that's holding the bloodline together.
exactly.
And then when Roman lose all those titles, which he's gonna, and I think Cody should beat him for him at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and that's when it will all end. And that's when Roman Reigns will probably take time off and probably go into films. You know
What's
what I
gonna
mean?
happen is
That's what he'll probably do.
this is what I think is gonna happen. Everybody think Jay's gonna go for it, but it doesn't make sense. He's not gonna break away from his brother. The Usos are the Usos.
No,
They're
no,
the tag
no.
team. I think what's gonna happen is gonna have Solo there. He's gonna address Solo. And gonna say to Solo, "Where was you? You didn't have my back. You wasn't there for me. I got pinned because of you." He's gonna blame Solo just like he blamed Sami Zayn when he lost. He blamed Sami Zayn just like he bullied Jay. Just like he bullied both of them, Jay and Jimmy. And he's gonna say to Solo, "You wasn't there for me, okay? When I got pinned, you shouldn't have jumped off the table. It was a big mistake. That's why we lost." And he's gonna keep pointing at Solo, and then Solo, he's gonna walk away, and he's gonna say, "Don't walk away from me." And then Solo's gonna look around and say, "I don't think so." He's gonna hit Roman, and then that'll be a match at SummerSlam. And then after SummerSlam, I don't know what's gonna happen. After SummerSlam, Roman will take a bit of time off after SummerSlam, probably to Survivor Series. Then there'll be a Survivor Series match. Maybe that's where something will happen again, and they're gonna drag it onto next year. And then at the end of the year, I could see Cody Rhodes, even after Royal Rumble, he can come up to Roman Reigns and say, "Roman, you haven't got your bloodline anymore. You haven't got Jimmy. You ain't got Jay. You haven't got Solo. You're on your own. You're on your own." And that's why I'm going to challenge you for that world title, because I didn't get my rematch. And that's when it's going to finish. And that's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, definitely, because all these title defenses,
So, yeah.
he hasn't won it by himself. It's always the Usos and Solo
Yeah.
getting involved. It's not the Usos, it's Solo. Even though they're banged from ringside, they still come back and still help him.
Yeah.
So look, it's good. It's good. Solo has to turn on Roman, and that's it. Then it's 1-on-1. I really want Cody to win that title off him. He should have won it. He should have won it at Hollywood. He should have won it at Hollywood, Cody. But of course, to let Roman win and let him get the days up. Keep him and let him get the days up. But he has to lose it this year at WrestleMania. He has to lose it. If you don't lose it, it's got to be. Because all that bloodline breakup.
Nah, he's going to lose it now. He's going to lose it.
But he's going to lose.
I think he's
It's
getting like
in the line
WrestleMania. For me, I wouldn't drag it onto WrestleMania, but it's going to be WrestleMania when he does lose it, because it's going to be WrestleMania. So, and that would be the perfect story on how it would end. And he'll probably leave WWE and go to films. And I can't see Roman Reigns, once he loses that title, coming back into the fold and challenging and just wrestling. He's at that stage of his career now. He's even said he weren't in there for the long haul. He said he's gonna come and make a bit of money, get to that prestige, and then he's gonna go into films. He's already involved with the film already, so he's halfway out the door already. He's already checking out. He's waiting for the bill to come through from the hotel. I'm ready to leave. So I think after WrestleMania he'll be done, and he'll be at legendary status. But that is the end of the Money in the Bank. The next pay-per-view we're going to be covering.
Good stream.
The next one we're going to be covering, I had a bit of complications with the pictures and the camera. I know the camera was moving around, and the pictures of the Money in the Bank pay-per-views, that Toto's camera was constantly going off. But it is what it is. The next pay-per-view is going to be SummerSlam. It's going to be in Detroit. And I'll be watching that. Motor City. We're going to be watching that, and then we're going to be doing a preview. And we're also going to be doing a review of it straight after it as well. So look out for that. That's going to be in August. And that's a big pay-per-view SummerSlam. So that's it, man. Before I go, plug the channel. Links in the description below.
Yeah, man.
I don't. And by the way, I don't need to leave links in no one's channel. Just saying. What you saying?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. What I'm saying is
never trust God.
Sorry I didn't come to the qualified live reaction. I was tired. I just had hay fever and all that. I just didn't feel like coming out. But I'll definitely come on the race live reaction. I have all my knowledge all set up for debrief as well. So yeah, man. Find me on Twitter. I've also opened an account on True Social, so you can go follow me on there. Because Twitter, I don't know what's happening with Twitter today, man. There's lots of apparently some members only are allowed to view 600 posts a day, which I don't know where Elon Musk is going there. But yeah, I've opened an account with True Social. Go follow me on there. I do Liverpool transfers. When I do actually do Liverpool transfers, I get the source, a credible source, and I put that in the tweet just to try to style it out. You know what I mean? Just
not sit there,
just to get it out there.
Not sitting there and people talking like they know everything about football because they said they know about this. Because they said they knew about this footballer, which they never knew. They're just lying and they sit there and saying calm, whatever, bro. Go on.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Look, if you're gonna report something on Twitter, at least become credible.
I just don't like fake people.
Get a source and be credible. It's that simple, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be off now. All the links in the description below for my socials. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about the new football. Liverpool just signed a Bozanan, or his name is. We're gonna be talking about that probably tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got the race day at Formula 1 as well. Doing the race virtual watch along and the race watch along and the live reaction. And probably in the evening we're gonna do the buzz along. So look out for that as well. So see you later, guys. This is Solo P1 and Solo P1 and Toto Hammer signing out.
Yeah, man.
You know what? My mouse is running out.